Welcome to For Mannerless Women. I'm your host, Adelle Onyango, and this is a space where we're committed to nurturing a new generation of shame-free women who are ready to meet their best selves. And in this episode, we explore how to love your body again after pregnancy and postpartum. Helping us do this is Winnie Okoth, who is one of Kenya's top CrossFit and weightlifting athletes and coach. First and foremost, thank you for coming on the show. I'm very excited.
You're welcome. Me too.
Because I think you're the kind of woman I look up to when it comes to fitness. You know how the world looks down on women with like toned arms and I find it so attractive in such a deep sense of like, look at this strong woman, you know? And so I'm just like, I can't wait to hear your story. So thanks for coming on the show.
You're welcome.
Let's start with you being an athlete. Mm-hmm. Break that down for me. What sport were we doing and when and how did you get in?
Okay. So I have been an athlete in CrossFit and Olympic weightlifting for the past, let's say, 13 years.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Olympic. Can we just like pause there? Emphasis.
Yes. So Olympic weightlifting has two movements, the snatch and the clean and jerk.
Okay.
So you have to lift your heaviest and it has to be more than your body weight.
Okay.
Yeah. And then CrossFit is some madness. Of course, there's conditioning, there's Olympic weightlifting, there's gymnastics. So it's just all rounded. And I've gotten to be the fittest in Kenya twice, before baby and after baby. And then I've managed to also compete in Olympic weightlifting and get some medals, African championships, the Arnold Classic. So yeah.
This is incredible.
Yeah.
And yet the universe knows who to give these accolades. Because if it were me, I'd be like walking with them every day. This one is. But this is incredible. Like, I'm giving you your flowers. How did you get interested in this?
It was so weird. I was an assistant sports teacher at Braeburn Garden Estate.
Okay.
And then my boss introduced me to CrossFit. He was like, you want to try out CrossFit? And back then, I was the type of person who would be like, yeah, sure, I've got nothing to lose. So he got me into CrossFit and I really fell in love with it. And the fact that it was very competitive and I was a competitive person, that's how I got into CrossFit. Then we moved from Braeburn to now coaching CrossFit. And it was through coaching that I got to compete. And I was like, I really like the sports because it also made us equal to the men. CrossFit actually brings like women and men together and makes women feel strong. Yeah, so that's why I got into it.
And the weights, like, was that also part of the weightlifting? Was this part of the journey as well?
I got into weightlifting because of CrossFit. I was at Parkland Sports Club as an intern. And then one of the officials for Olympic weightlifting asked me to try out weightlifting. And I was like, why not? I've got nothing to lose. And that's how I got into weightlifting.
I like this attitude. Yeah. Like, let's see.
That has always been my attitude. Yeah.
What do you love most about weightlifting? Because as I'm saying, I look at women who just even look strong and I'm just like, that is so attractive.
Yeah.
Because you're shattering stereotypes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
What do you love about it when you're in it?
It's the fact that, you see, when people look at me, they don't think I can lift that. And then I lift and everyone goes like, whoa.
Yes.
I'm like,
You underestimated me.
Yeah. I love that about weightlifting because people can't tell how heavy you can lift until they see it. Yeah.
This is so interesting to me. Okay. You talked about getting accolades and winning both before baby and after baby. So let's stick with the before. So you're doing CrossFit, you're weightlifting during this time, and then you get pregnant. Take me through pregnancy, postpartum. What are some things you experienced that you were like, nobody told me about this?
Yeah. First of all, it was the sleepless nights. Like you get insomnia And I'm here like, listen, I need to sleep so that I have enough energy to be able to work out the next day and coach as well. So no one talks about that because I felt like it was weird. I was like, was it me? Am I overthinking? Am I being anxious? So I found out it was actually normal. And then having mood swings. Today I feel this way, the next day I'm not feeling the same. So that's something I also didn't know about. And losing strength.
Oh my goodness, which I could which is important as well for everyone, but for you.
Yeah, it was very important. The fact that, listen, I can't do these things that I was able to do. I am not able to do the gymnastic movements that I was able to do, like lifting myself up, the barbell and doing this and that. So that was a struggle I had to fight with. So reconciling the previous me that I was able to do this, and now this new person who's very heavy and feels like I've added so much weight and I'm not able to work with my body. That was quite a struggle. We don't talk about that.
I've not gone through pregnancy, postpartum. So how do you navigate that?
Yeah.
Because it's a completely new body, but it's meeting old habits and old routines and old loves and old fitness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how do you navigate that?
I think it is, at first it's very hard. Because I'm talking through experience. For my first one, I used to get panic attacks because I'm like, I used to be able to do this. I used to be able to lift this certain amount of weight. I used to be able to be very fit, and now I'm not. So during a workout, I'd actually get panic attacks.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And the guys I used to train with would just stand there like, okay, what's happening? But other moms understand that because they've been there. So it's a matter of just accepting that this is a new me. So how do I adapt to this and make this person stronger than they were before, or meet this person where they were at? So that's how now I started adapting and just working with a new body. So I started from scratch. I didn't start from where I was. I started from ground zero.
So that means there has to be an acceptance that this is a new body.
Yes.
Was that painful? Do you have to shed and grieve the old?
Yes, you definitely have to. And it takes time. Because there are days you'll be like, I want to go back to the person I was, and you can't. So you have to grieve and just accept and be like, no, we're not doing this. This is where we're at. We just build a solid foundation, then start from there. Yeah.
So there's insomnia, there's your mood swings.
Yes.
There's the strength.
Yes.
Was there anything else that you were just like, no one prepared me for this?
There's some sort of pain, body aches that I didn't know, like they call it the pelvic girdle pain, where the baby, the pressure, the weight of the baby, you can feel it on the pelvic area, and walking is painful, or squatting or sitting. So these are things that I didn't know.
Oh my, I didn't know this. And then now I can imagine going with that pain to CrossFit.
Yeah. And I'm coaching. I need to coach. And I need to train as well. So you're just there like, okay. Yeah, but CrossFit prepared me for that because I had the resilience. Yeah, but those are things that we don't talk about. Then the nausea. But I was able to manage to asking around what I can do about that. Yeah.
Nausea afterwards?
No, during.
Or during, okay. Yeah. This is so interesting. Okay. And so are there things that you are, or mindful exercises that you're adding to your routine to kind of tell your mind, it's okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's a new body, but we'll get there. Are there things you were intentionally doing?
Yeah. I'd say breathing exercises. This was after the first baby. When I went to learn more about pregnancy and postpartum, I started incorporating breathing exercises that would really help. Yeah. So breathing just calms your nervous system and makes you become present. Yeah.
Breathing is very powerful, and I think we spoke about it. And if a little later we could just, you could give us some leakage. On how to breathe. It's this thing that we do subconsciously. Yeah. But when you do it consciously, it can really reset a lot of your nervous system, right? Yeah. So you go through that with, how long does it take you to grieve the previous body?
Yeah.
acknowledge this new one and get into a new fitness routine that allows you to coach and do the things that you love with a new body?
It's different from everyone, but for me, it took a while. I'd say you start feeling maybe, I'd say month 5, 6 there, when the baby has also grown and you can see that, okay, I can get back to things. So it takes a while. It's different from every human being. So it's not one size fits all. It also depends with the support system and who's around you, who can hold your hand as you're going through this. When you're alone, it takes a while. Yeah.
So you go through this with the first pregnancy, your first child, and then you settle back into your new body. Then you have your second child.
Yeah.
How was the second pregnancy and postpartum experience different from the first? Because now there's a bit of knowledge, right?
Yeah. But the first pregnancy, I think I was more energetic. So I worked out until the last day.
What do you mean the last day?
Yeah, I worked out until my boss was like, nah, I think you need to go home. Even my moods were like, yeah, you need to go because everyone was so annoying. So the first one, I was more energetic. The second one, I was just like, it was a struggle. It was a struggle. So I wouldn't say that. I think the pregnancies are different.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not even about only having like the experience doesn't really add.
Yes.
Because it's two different things.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
But postpartum, the second one was better.
Okay.
Because I was more knowledgeable. And then with the experience, it kind of empowers you. So you're not always panicking or anxious because you know what to expect. Yeah. And at least you have more information about this. Unlike the first one. The first one was very difficult because for the mental state, yeah. But the second one, I'm just like, I got this. I did it before, so I can do this again. Yeah.
Let's, maybe if I take you back, because you've said something that I think we normally rush past.
Yeah.
When people talk about postpartum and mental health, if it's not diagnosed as postpartum depression, at least socially, like if we don't hear that word, we think then it's either you're okay or it's that.
It's okay, yeah.
We don't know that there's a spectrum of things that happen here.
Yeah.
What was your mental health like? I know you've talked about the panic attacks in the first pregnancy.
Yeah.
And what outside of breathwork do you feel like also helped you get your mental health back to a healthy position?
I think talking to people and just sharing my experience and then also having other moms share their experience made me understand that I'm not the only one, and that really gave me comfort. So it was a matter of sharing and then seeking help. I was like, I'm feeling this way, that way. So someone pointed me to like a professional who was like, oh, this is what's happening to you. Because I didn't know. I was just like, and I didn't want to seem weak. Because I'm like, I got this. Like, I'm this person. Like, why am I going through this? So yeah. It's something that we really don't talk about as often as we should. And it's because people don't know what it is. People don't know what postpartum depression is, or what, if you're going through a mental breakdown during postpartum, we don't know what that is. Because also we don't want to be seen like we're not that mom, the mom who knows what they're doing. Yeah.
And is juggling in a very like calm manner.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So what does it look like on a day-to-day when you're trying to navigate, like before someone says, hey, I think you should go see this specialist? Does it look like, so I've gotten a depression diagnosis, and the low functioning depression looked like not being able to get out of bed. Like I used to hear people say that, and until it happened, like you're looking at the door and you're just like, I can't reach it. Like I actually can't. So what did it look like for you?
The other thing is I didn't want to be around my baby. So some people don't want to be around their baby because all the crying and all, and then starting to doubt yourself, like, am I good enough? So for me, it was the fact that I felt like I wasn't good enough of a mom. Like I didn't know what I was doing, and I was letting my baby down. And through that, I wanted someone else to just like take care of them, or just being like, you know, she'll do better without me. Yeah, so such things.
Oh my God, I'm so happy you made it to the other side. Like, I'm to cry, but like, no, like your baby needs you. And you're doing a good job. I think even just like the questioning of, am I doing a good job, shows good intention. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy you made it to the other side. Yeah. But like, when you look back at your experiences, both in a pregnancy and postpartum twice, what are some things that you're kind of left with afterwards as a woman that you now are realizing this was actually it's an injury. It's not normal to now go through life like feeling pain here or having this experience?
Yeah. I'll start off with the back pain that we've normalized, that our moms tell us, or people close to us are like, you give birth, it's normal to have back pain. And then the pelvic pain, the core pain, sometimes you just feel like something is crawling inside. So these are things that we've normalized, or having pain when being intimate, or when you sneeze and then you're leaking, or you can't hold your pee and you're told it's normal because you've given birth. So those are the sort of injuries that we get to experience postpartum, and we're told to live with them. And there are things that you can do, exercises you can do that can strengthen those muscles, and you don't have to live with such type of injuries after giving birth. And the injuries, we don't talk about them.
I was going to tell you, because I found it so interesting that you said, it really stayed with me when you're like, after pregnancy and giving birth, there are injuries that you get. And I just thought, I've never had someone say injuries. Yeah. Like, what are you talking about? I've never heard of that. So, which ones did you feel? What did you experience? And how then did you figure out that this is not a condition of pregnancy? This is an injury. And there's something I can do to solve it.
Mine are many. Starting off with like back pain. And most of the time people would relate to my back pain. I have scoliosis. So I have a curved back. So one pelvic is higher than the other. So I think it's normal because I have scoliosis. So the back pain, and then the pelvic pain. Pelvic pain, you'd feel like pain around the pelvic area. And then diastasis, the separation of the abs.
Oh my God, so that already sounds painful.
And then most of the time you'll see like women after pregnancy, they have sagging belly. It's because of their diastasis. It's because of the diastasis.
So let's stay on this one for a minute, because I think sometimes there's like a lot of comments we make about women's bodies postpartum. Okay, in general, we make comments, but like this is such a sensitive time, and we still make comments. Because even if we stay in the belly area, there's a lot of women afterwards who are trying to like snap back,
bounce back,
all of these, but not knowing, why is my belly like this? So it could be one of the injuries.
Yes, it is actually one of the common major injuries that causes also back pain. So it could be they're thinking like it's just because of maybe the epidural shot, or just because you gave birth, that's the back pain. If you have diastasis, it's one common things for the back pain.
So when you're going through it, are you now researching more so that you're like, I want to coach women through this phase?
I actually studied it after my first pregnancy. I was like, I felt bad that I didn't know about all this. And I didn't want to be that person who coaches women and doesn't understand what they're going through. So being on the other side, I really wanted to inform women and just educate them, empower them, so that they know what they're experiencing is normal and you can do something about it.
In terms of body shaming, what were your experiences? Because I think sometimes...
Girl... Yes.
How much time do we have? What were some of your experiences? Because I think even when when we talk about the bounce back, snap back, it's just unfair expectations we put on women, and especially women who've brought life. I'm like, this person has survived bringing a life. Is that not magic enough? Yes. Like, why are we now like, okay, now we need you to look like this? What was your experience with body shaming?
Let's start with the first one of how I looked. You know, after giving birth, of course, the belly is big. Then you just look like a balloon. And then here I was, people are just like, hey, you look so big. After you worked out all through the end, and then you still look like, you know, you're still pregnant. Yeah.
Stop! That is such a terrible thing to say. I feel like humans, we need to be serious.
They're like, you're fit. You know, everyone is like, listen, you worked out throughout the pregnancy and you're fit. We expected you to like snap back immediately. So now I also start doubting myself, and I'm like, what is this? You know, you look at yourself in the mirror and you're seeing a different person, and also the voices are also contributing to that. Yeah, and social media, seeing people like, oh, bounce back, this is me, day 2 after giving birth. And then you look at yourself and you're like, what am I doing wrong? Yeah, you start doubting yourself.
What are the changes in your body? So like you were toned and all of this. And now what are the physical changes that these terrible people are poking at?
My arms get bigger, the belly get bigger, my cheeks get bigger. And then also, I just look like I was never fit before. Yeah, and then I was a small boob person, and now all this.
Yeah,
and it's just like my body looks so different. Yeah. So those are the things that your body goes through after pregnancy.
How do you handle the comments? Like, in the moment, do you?
I insult them. Listen. I will deep down, I feel it, but I have to pay back. So I sold, and I'm like, I could still come back and lift heavier than you. So
yes, after.
Yeah.
I just take notes from you, because I feel like sometimes I'm like confused as to like, why is my body affecting you? So I don't think of a clap back quick enough.
No, I always have clap backs. But it will affect me, yes, but I won't show you. I won't show you. Yeah.
Is this experience, I'm curious to know.
Yeah.
Because you're working during this time, you're coaching, you're in the gym. And I've never spoken to a woman who lifts and who coaches and who then went through pregnancy with all the changes it has to your body. What is the energy or the attitude you're getting from people in the gym?
Training while pregnant or coaching? Both?
Both, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, like, are they changing? Is there a loss of respect? Is there an increase in respect?
I'd say, I'm not sure, but I think I was the first person to like do CrossFit and pregnant in Kenya. So it was quite a shock to everyone. People didn't know where to place me. Of course, the ignorance one would send like mean comments and all that stuff. But people at my gym was like, this one is crazy. So yeah. Someone else would come in and like, are you sure you want? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. So it's guys where I find people who are not in my gym were the one who are a bit concerned. Yeah. But the reception at my gym was okay. It was just the outsiders who were like, and I'm like, don't worry, there's a doctor here. So in case something happens.
So you should, because I've read that you should be walking and being active throughout your pregnancy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So can we bring in our breathwork now before we talk about the incredible community that you're making?
Sure.
I'm excited because I find that breathwork is free.
Yeah.
And it's so powerful, and I never knew just how powerful it is.
Yeah.
So if there's a woman watching this, whether they're going through their pregnancy journey, postpartum, or just life's general overwhelm, what is a good way in that moment to recenter and to calm your nerves, or if you're having a panic attack, like what breathwork works? What did you discover?
The breathing, what I discovered is we don't know how to breathe. We actually don't know how to breathe. And I managed to study how to breathe and incorporate the pelvic floor and the core, because this is one of the major affected areas when you're pregnant and postpartum.
Okay, let's go back to it. Now. I feel like I need a notebook. What do you mean we don't know how to breathe?
If I asked you to breathe in right now, how would you breathe in? Have
I demonstrated that?
We're actually used to holding our breath. Yeah. So when you're breathing in, this is going to be a shock.
Okay.
When you're breathing in, your belly is going to expand.
When I'm breathing in.
And then breathe out.
Wait, first. Wait, it's like opposite. Okay.
And then breathe out. Yes. That's how it's supposed to be.
Okay, so it's meant to expand as I breathe in.
Yes.
Okay, wait. I'm going to try it again.
Because remember, your diaphragm is descending. As it's descending, it's going to press on the organs. So they're going to do what? To expand.
So what we do, which is the...
Yes.
Is not it.
No.
Okay, it's meant to be...
Yeah. Because you're feeling, it's just, I tell people it's like a balloon, yeah? When you're breathing air into a balloon, what does it do? It expands. And then when the air comes out, what does it do? It contracts.
Goodness, I've been... I love breathwork, but I was doing it wrong. I'm just like, yes. Yeah. Okay, so you breathe in and expand.
Yeah, so you breathe in.
So we shouldn't be seeing that action.
Yeah.
And so you hold it.
And you breathe in and then breathe out. It contracts. In through your nose, then out through your mouth.
Oh, sorry, I did it through my nose.
Yeah.
This is interesting. So we don't, and I think we don't know because it happens subconsciously. Like we're just like,
does.
We don't have to think about it. Whether we're awake, when we're asleep, it's happening.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And so what would you feel when I do my breath work, what should I be doing? How long should I breathe in for?
So we progressively do that because in my experience, I need to teach people how to breathe first. So that's something that we'll keep building to. So we start off fast by understanding, breathe in, relax, creating a rhythm of that. And then after that is when we're like, okay, hold it, then release it. We don't start by holding because most of the time people just get like holding the breath. Then they don't understand when to relax and when to actually breathe in and breathe out.
You're talking, I swear I'm listening, but I'm also trying to be like, so you're expanding.
The best part about it is like now with women, pregnancy and postpartum, now you need to involve your pelvic.
Okay.
And even the men, they need to do this, but they don't pay attention to their pelvic until there's something wrong with it. But for women, we really need it, even at our old age, whether you're pregnant or postpartum. So when you're breathing in, as you expand, your pelvic will relax. Yeah. And then when you're breathing out, you contract, you lift your pelvic, and you contract your core.
I'm so confused. Okay, let's start again. Because I started and I felt myself contracting when I'm breathing in instead of expanding. Okay, so we're looking at three things. Breathing in, expansion in my pelvic floor.
Yeah, will relax.
Will relax when I'm breathing in.
When you're breathing in.
Okay. Okay, let's try.
Okay, so here, breathe in. You're breathing in.
I tried to push it out to lie to you. Okay, round two. Okay, breathing in.
Breathe in and then breathe out. Lift your pelvic as you contract. Yes. Now breathe in.
That's so hard to understand. Okay.
Breathe in and then breathe out. Lift your pelvic as you contract. Yeah.
I got it on the second time, especially the breathing out. So why is it important for us to involve our pelvic in this?
Because you need to strengthen it. And some people also have tight pelvic. So when you have the rhythm of breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, it really helps. And that's why, as I said, one of the injuries of the pelvic is feeling the pelvic pain around the area, or pain during intercourse, or urinary incontinence where you can't hold your pee. Yeah. Or when you're sneezing and then pee just comes out. So you need to incorporate that so that you strengthen the pelvic muscles and you release the tension around the area.
How often should I be doing this if I'm postpartum?
Always. Yeah, you can start off with like even just 1 minute. You can do 1 minute in the morning, 1 minute in the evening, and then you have to incorporate it in each and every activity. So if you're going to pick the baby up, if you're picking something from the floor, if you're pressing something, or if you go back to training and you're training, the breathing has to be incorporated throughout. Yeah.
I've been breathing wrong.
I told you.
Oh my goodness, because I was just like, what do you mean? I've been breathing for 36 years.
The other cue that we give people is when you're breathing in, you're expanding, and you think of your privates, you also just release them. So they open up.
When you're breathing in.
Yeah, you open up. And then when you're breathing out, you close your privates. But it starts all the way from the anus coming up as you breathe out, so that it contracts up. Yeah.
I feel like the breathing out I'm getting.
Yeah, it's the breathing
in now. I feel like my whole drive home, I'm just going to be like...
Yeah. So you can hold, just while seated, you can hold onto your belly. And then when you breathe in, you'll push your hands with the belly. And then when you breathe out, you're going to push away from the hands. Yeah.
I like
breathe
that.
in, push into the hands, then breathe out, away from the hands.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
That
so
helps.
You can do that. So in through the nose, then out through the mouth.
And even while I'm practicing right now, I can feel what I like about breathing is that it feels like a handbrake.
Yeah.
Like your body is feeling like airy now, you know?
Yeah.
This is so interesting. Okay. And you help women navigate their pregnancy journey postpartum. And I know you spoke to one of the things that helped is the power of community. So you created a community. Maybe you can tell us about that.
Yeah. Actually, before I created a community, I had a community. So it was through the CrossFit community that I was like, oh, it's really important to have like a community that walks the journey with you, because CrossFit is made up of so many women.
Yes.
So in there you find that they're moms who've already gone through this journey. So they walked my first pregnancy with me and even my second one. So they made it seem like it's okay. We've also been there and we've come out of it. So you'll do the same. And then sharing their experiences and their stories, I was like, wow, I'm not alone. And that really gave me strength to keep going. So I decided, you know what, I'm just going to create a community of just moms where we can be vulnerable, we can share our stories, and it can actually uplift the other moms so that they don't feel alone and they can also have a shoulder to lean on.
That's incredible, because I think like women, we do community, right?
Yeah, we do.
We do. Yeah. And so what's the name of this community?
It's called Liazi Mama Moves.
What does Liazi mean?
Liana and Shazi, those are my babies' names.
Oh, they're the ones who helped us get here.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Bless them. And so what are some of the activities you do? Like, so when the woman watching who wants that community as she's navigating pregnancy and postpartum, what activities or resources would she be getting?
So we share our stories, we share challenges, we go through like self-care challenges, we go through like nutrition, we talk about nutrition, education, and then we do exercises, then meetups once in a while, when there's workshops, we share there. Yeah, so there's a lot to it.
Okay, so we're going to make sure that in the description of this episode, there's a link for you to join this community, or pass the link on to someone who you know is walking that journey and could benefit from being part of this community. And so maybe in closing, if you could speak to women who are navigating pregnancy and those who are also navigating postpartum, especially when it comes to relationship with your new body.
Yeah.
There's just so much pressure for you to go back to what you were. What would you want to leave that woman with?
What I'd want to tell them is it actually gets better. Every day you get better at it and you look back and be like, you know what? I did it. And don't walk that journey alone. Find people who have gone through the journey just like you and walk that journey with them. They've done it before and you can actually do it. And just accept that this is a new you. And that bouncing back, you will bounce back to be better than you were before, not what you were. So just make peace with that. It's possible. We've been there. Other women have been there. So can you.
That felt like a nice hug. Like a much needed hug. Yeah. Thank you so much, Winnie, for the work that you're doing. Yeah. And just being, you know, you may not know it. Like what I was telling you when we began talking is just, it's inspiring even to women like me in terms of like wanting a strong body.
Yeah.
And just kind of, you see other women doing it and you're like, wow, that would be so good. Like to, you know, have that strength. So in your downtimes, just know it's not only maybe the women you're coaching or the women in your community who you're impacting. Even those of us on the peripheries are just like, hey, did you see that chick? Even me. Even I can do it.
I do it for you guys.
Yes,
I do it for you
You're
guys.
lifting the weights on our behalf, right? So thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for watching this episode. I hope it was the resource that you needed. I hope you start breathing right. That's like step one of what we need to do. But if you're inspired by this episode, if it resonated with you, make sure you share it with the women in your life who are mannerless or almost mannerless. And check out the description for more links on how you can connect with Winnie and join her community. Don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss out on the next episode.